Hi, I'm Robert Murphy. I'm the founder of Elite Paranormal Society based out of Keedysville, Maryland. I'm making a series of these short videos as far as just to help put some information out into the field. It's one of the issues that I found when I first started into the paranormal field was trying to find legitimate sources for real information. You know, there's a lot of people were just repeating what they had heard or what they had read, but you really couldn't find a valid source where that person had been out in the field and truly knew what they were doing to be giving the advice that they were trying to give. They were simply repeating it, and over time, some of that information, you know how the game goes. You hear it, you hear it, you hear it, then all of a sudden it starts getting corrupted where people start changing a little bit, little pieces to it. So I want to put information back out into the field. I think it's very, very important. I am not saying this is the only information that's right. There's plenty of sources out there, but until you find your own true trusted source, you can sit on the internet and spin your wheels, but you're wasting a lot of time. I did that. I'm trying to make it so other people don't have to waste their time. Instead of falling down like I did so many times as far as on my way of learning, if I can mitigate that for somebody else, what is it going to hurt? Maybe they'll get to the answers faster. It's not all about for me to get to the answers. It's about us to get to the answers, us to figure things out, us to find out what's really on the other side, how it actually works. So to me, it's not a competition of, can I have better stuff than you? That's silly, quite honestly. It's selfish. There's plenty of people that have the same philosophy I do. There's plenty of people that sit on the other side and like, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. It's all about competition. Make it what you want to make it. If you're getting into the field, look, you have to decide, why are you getting into the field? Are you doing this for fun? A lot of people do it for fun, and that's fine. That's perfectly cool. If you're doing it just to get the rush out of having something that's going to honestly scare you, great, no problem. If you think it's neat that you want to try to catch something and you just want to catch what's considered an orb, just little round circles, wonderful. Turn the lights off, take a pillow, flap it up and down a few times, snap some shots. Pretty sure you're going to get an orb. It's not truly a spirit orb at that point. It's just a dust orb. But if you want to be able to try to say that you got something, some people will absolutely believe you just call it a spirit. That's the short side of it. If you're going to investigate and you want to be a little bit more serious about it, maybe you want to be an actual paranormal investigator. You want to go out and you want to investigate. Are you investigating to document? Are you investigating to help people out? Are you investigating for research? They're all different parts of the whole field, but nothing really, if you look up somebody and they say, hey, I'm a paranormal investigator, there's nothing that tells you that investigator has A, any training, B, to what level. Are they just a thrill seeker? Are they just strictly research? Do they actually do documentation and work on helping people? And do they remove anything from a location? What I mean by removing anything is cleansing. Do they actually get rid of what is happening at a location? Sometimes that's paranormal and sometimes it's not paranormal. Sometimes it's getting rid of whatever the clients have put out. And what I mean by that is it's very easy to misinterpret what's going on. If you're in an isolated location, you have a stormy night, you start watching a spooky movie late at night, you're by yourself, your dog barks at something, and that kind of gets you a little bit edgy because you're watching this scary movie. The lights flicker a couple times. You're not paying attention to the fact, okay, it's windy outside and maybe a tree limb's hit the wires a few times and that's what's flashing your lights. All of a sudden you're playing into, not even knowing it, subconsciously you're playing into the movie that you're watching, the scary movie. Before long, you're panicked, you're scared, you jump on the internet because you swear you heard something hit the window a couple times, maybe 3 times. So now you're looking up 3 knocks. And people in the group chat, first thing they start doing is run, it's a demon, 3 knocks is, the mocking of the Trinity and all this other stuff. You have to decide why you're getting into the field in the first place. And then you have to decide whether or not, again, to what level you want to be. You don't have to start off with your intention of trying to help people. If you want to just do it for fun, do it for fun. But be straight up about it. So that when somebody says, hey, well, can you come to my house? If you don't know what you're doing, you need to say that right offhand. Just say, well, I can get somebody that can help out better, or maybe you can find somebody that will go with you that does have experience. Kind of like when people go in and they've have a team and they document. Well, at the conclusion, people want to know, the clients want to know, is there a ghost here? Is this place haunted? Is this... People feel like they have to give a yes, no right then. There's plenty of times you're not going to be able to have the information. Maybe nothing truly happens. A, you haven't even gone through your evidence, so how would you know as far as your recorders or your video? How do you know really what you got unless something dramatically happened while you're there? And even when it happens while you're there, you're going to be quick to react. That's normal. We're all like that. But it's the people that can take a step back afterwards and go, okay, hang on. Let me really look at this again. If you have it on video, take the time to go back and review the video. Don't be saying, hey, no, you can be excited at first. Wow, that was really cool. But then you have to take a step back, go, well, but let me, even if you talk to a client that's right there, no, that was really cool that it happened, but let me take a better look at it. I need to slow it down. I'm just like everybody else where I can be fooled too. My eyes can be fooled. There's a phenomenon that happens. It's called pareidolia. Pareidolia is your mind is always associating the shapes and objects it sees. So you might look up in the sky, you're at the beach. I was at the beach with my wife. We were in Azteque. Azteque's known for ponies and everything else. And lo and behold, a cloud looks like a horse. I mean, it really looked like a horse up in the sky. Well, obviously there's no horses up in the sky. Sorry to pop anybody's bubble, but not real. That was our mind showing us, what it would normally attribute that shape to look like would be a horse, so therefore it's a horse. It happens all the time. You see the wood grain where it looks like a dog's face, or there's different, eyes or something, just by the way the wood is cut in different places. Those are examples of pareidolia. It can also happen with your ears. Somebody tells you something and you repeat it completely different, completely out of text. That's where, in your mind, your brain is sitting there saying, hey, look, this is what it said, but it got it wrong. It just misheard, and that was the closest. It kind of puts the closest of what it had in the past, associates that to it, and says, this is what you got. Just like if you take a lot of people take pictures, and then they blow them up really, 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 really big, and all of a sudden they go, oh, there's the face right there. Look at the face. Well, even in the woods, if you go out and you fire off a few pictures of fire, if you fire off pictures of the leaves and everything on trees, if you blow it up enough, you can create that image in your head, and it's called pareidolia. It is not paranormal, but a lot of people get stuck on that. So again, knowing the differences is very, very important. So just to give you a little baseline, that's what you have to go ahead and kind of decide, why are you in this field? What do you want to do? What's your goal? And then when you start promoting information, make sure you promote legitimate information. Don't promote, if you've heard it but you don't know it's true, hey, I heard this, I haven't had experience at it. I can't tell you if it's true or not. Right now, I'm not going to sit there and tell somebody on one of my shows, I'm not going to go, somebody asks a question, I don't know the honest answer to it. I can't sit there and go, well, oh no, you're absolutely right. Yeah, that's exactly how it happens. If I haven't got a clue, that would be absolutely ridiculous to do that. But it happens all the time. People just they feel like they have to have the answer. We don't have all the answers. Those that think that they have all the answers, I would stray away from. I do not follow most people in the field. I don't care. It's not that I don't respect plenty of them. There's plenty of really, really, really good people. I'm looking for my knowledge. I do have a network of people that I will run stuff through. It doesn't mean they have to believe everything. Kind of like the para-unity. You're going to hear about para-unity. First of all, you need to understand the paranormal field is high school. The drama that goes on is high school. It's absolutely absurd. But there is plenty of para-unity that truly does happen. Para-unity means you want to work together to get to the same goal. So it's not about that competition. There's plenty of people in it for competition. Plenty of people that's going to pretend they're in for para-unity. Just control who you're with, how much you give out. As far as, I don't have anything to hide. I don't care. I'll put everything out there. If somebody doesn't like it, I don't care. So I do most of my investigations whenever possible. I do live. That way, if somebody sees it and they see us doing the flashlights, it's one of the processes that I use, or the spirit box, they can hear it and see it for themselves. If they think we're doing something in particular to rig it, I want them to try to debunk it right there, because I will pick up a flashlight, take it apart, put it right up to the camera, put it back together, set it back down. If it starts working again, you can't tell me there's a remote control to it or something like that. If you're serious about being in the field, you need to be as open, you need to have as much integrity as you could ever imagine. Your reputation as far as for getting more into the field and being serious about it, your reputation is everything. If you get caught lying, cheating, manipulating, you're done. Nobody's going to believe anything you do anyway. You can go out and get a bunch of hits on YouTube, but once that word gets out, you're going to crash. It's just a matter of fact. There's plenty of crazy stuff out there. There's plenty of stuff that you can document. It's up to you if you want to do it, but you have to have some discipline, and integrity is number one. That's the number one piece you have to bring to this field. Safety is absolutely paramount in this field as well. I'm not discounting that, but the integrity of knowing what you're doing, how you're doing it, and the way that you're doing it, it is extremely, extremely important. That's my little tidbit for today. Definitely appreciate you guys joining me. Just want to throw it out there. Decide why you're in the field. Do you want to help people? Are you looking for the answers? Do you just want to have fun? Just understand you can be in any of those, but be straight up about what your intentions are. That's all. Stay safe. Keep hunting. Wish you guys the very best and best luck. And again, if you ever get anything, I'm Robert Murphy with Elite Paranormal Society. Feel free to run it by us. We'd love to go ahead and see your evidence. And we wish you luck. We want you to get some great evidence out there. All it does is bolster our field. So go get them. Thank you.